If you're squeezing all the water out of your potatoes and you're just using a teeny bit of oil to make your latkes, you're doing it all wrong. Since a latke really is a potato pancake, the kind of potato you use is really important. Fancy potatoes like these are really great, but they're not the best for a real latke. I know this is controversial, but don't squeeze all the water out of your batter. The starch is important to keep in because that's what gives a latke its crispy texture. Don't use olive oil for the frying of the latke. We might use it because it's nice and fancy, but really you need an oil that's going to be at a much higher temperature. And finally, don't overcrowd the latkes in the pan. They're harder to flip, and they'll meld together to make a big hash brown. Now I'm going to show you how to make latkes the right way. First, use a russet potato. They're just simple potatoes and they have a very high starch content. Traditionalists would say that you have to grate your potato with a hand grater. My grandmother did it, but I really don't have the time, and my mom actually taught me how to use the food processor. The thing to remember about the food processor is that you'll need to put the potato through twice. First with the shredder, and then again with the blade to get the correct consistency. Grated potatoes will change color really quickly, so to avoid this, you have to put in an acid really as quickly as you can. And in my family, we use a crushed up vitamin C tablet. You can use lemon, but lemon sometimes can impart a flavor. You'll see a lot of recipes that call for flour, but in my opinion, you should use matzah meal. It's Jewish after all. So now we're ready for the fun part, the frying part. And the thing to remember when you're frying is use a lot of oil, between 1/4 of an inch and 1/2 an inch, and make sure that the oil is at a really nice high temperature. One trick that I have is I take a chopstick and I put it into the pan, and when the oil is hot enough, bubbles will form around the chopstick, and then I know that the temperature is right. The perfect latke is crispy on the outside and creamy on the inside. I like mine plain, but most people like them the traditional way, served with applesauce and a dollop of sour cream. If you do all these things right, you'll get a lot of mazel tovs.